Assalamu alaikum dear students, I hope you'll be doing well. Today we are going to start our poem with stanza number 3 and we'll be completing stanza number 4 today as well. So let's get started with reading and a little explanation, then we'll move to the reference, context and paraphrasing. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. The waves, जो लहरें थीं, because they were along a lake, so the waves in the lake were also dancing, but they means daffodils, outdid. Outdid means when you surpass some person, किसी को आप पीछे छोड़ देते हैं मुकाबले में, the sparkling waves चमकती हुई, shining waves, in glee, happiness, खुशी. A poet could not be gay. Gay, again, happy. Dear students, you will see that there are a lot of synonyms for happiness as being used. So, gay is also means happiness. A poet could not be gay. एक शायर खुश ना हो in such a jocund company. इस कदर खुशबाश company means इस कदर खुशबाश सोहबत में तो और क्या करे. I gazed and gazed. Gazed mean to stare. टिकटिकी बांध के किसी को देखना. I gazed and gazed, but little thought. लेकिन मैंने थोड़ा सा सोचा. What wealth the show to me had brought. कि ये मुज़ाहिरा मेरी ज़िंदगी में किस कदर दौलत लेकर आया है. Now let's move to the reference, context and paraphrasing of the stanza. Reference is, dear students, will be the same for all of the 4 stanzas that we have done in the previous video, that this stanza has been taken from the poem Daffodils and which is written by William Wordsworth. Now, it is a very important point to note that whenever you write the name of a title of a book or a poem or any anthology, you always use quotation marks for that. And whenever you write the name of the writer, you only capitalize the first letter. You're not supposed to write both of the names in the quotation marks. It will be wrong and your marks will be deducted for that. Context will be a little different according to the stanza, that the beautiful scenes of nature have a great attraction for the poet. Once he was walking in the countryside, he reached on the bank of the lake. He saw a large number of golden daffodils growing there. He was happy to see the sight of beautiful daffodils. Now, dear students, you can also add a sentence in it like that he was very happy in their company and he wanted to stay there for a long time to enjoy their company. Now let's move to the paraphrasing. In this stanza, the poet describes that the waves of stream were dancing beside the daffodils. Waves of stream, nadi ki lehrein, were dancing beside the daffodils, but the daffodils looked happier than the waves. Daffodils waves से भी ज़्यादा खुश दिखाई दे रही थीं. The poet could not help to resist himself for enjoying the company of such merrymakers. शायर अपने आप को रोक ना सका, resist, रोक ना सका या उसके against. Resist means to go against to something. For enjoying the company, वो इस खूबसूरत सोहबत को enjoy या इस खूबसूरत सोहबत से लुत्फ़ अंदोज़ हुए बग़ैर ना रह सका. of such merrymakers, ऐसे खुश होने वाले creatures से. He went on looking at the daffodils. वो इन daffodils को देखता गया and thinking about the pleasure what scene had brought to him, और इस बारे में सोचने लगा कि ये मुज़ाहिरा या ये मंज़र उसके लिए कितनी ज़्यादा खुशी लेकर आया है. And now, dear students, let's move to the last stanza of the poem. For oft when on my couch I lie, for oft mean अक्सर औकात जब भी मैं अपने बिस्तर पर लेटता हूँ, in vacant or in pensive mood, खाली मूड में या खाली जहन के साथ या सोचते हुए जहन के साथ, सोचते हुए मूड के साथ, pensive thinking, दे फ्लैश अपॉन दैट इनवर्ड आई, वो मेरे आँखों के अंदर एकदम से समा जाती हैं. विच इज़ द ब्लिस ऑफ सॉलिट्यूड, जो मेरी तन्हाई की खुशी है. सॉलिट्यूड तन्हाई, ब्लिस खुशी. एंड देन माई हार्ट विद प्लेजर फिल्स, और मेरा दिल खुशी से भर जाता है. एंड डांसेस विद द डैफोडिल्स, और डैफोडिल्स के साथ डांस करने लगता है. So dear students, you must have noticed that these two stanzas are pretty easy as compared to the first two ones, because there are not much figure of speech has been used as well. So let's move to the paraphrasing. So this reference would be the same. The context: the poet expresses the feelings of joy and pleasure when he enjoys the sight of the daffodils on the side of a lake. This sight leaves the permanent effect on his memory, because we are talking about his pensive mood and his thinking of about daffodils. So the context would be, according to the stanza, that it has a permanent effect. इसका एक मुस्तकिल असर रह गया उसकी यादाश्त के ऊपर. So paraphrasing is that the poet is very much impressed with the natural beauty of flowers. He says whenever he is lying on in his couch, जब भी वो अपने बिस्तर पर लेटता है, the beautiful sight appears to him, ये खूबसूरत मंजर उसके सामने आ जाता है. The scene of flowers that he saw on the lake, कि नदी के किनारे जो उसने ये मंजर देखा फूलों का खूबसूरत, comes in front of his eyes, उसकी आंखों के सामने आ जाता है. And his heart fills with joy, और उसका दिल खुशी से भर जाता है. It is the blessing of loneliness, ये अकेलेपन की एक blessing mean आप ये कह सकते हैं कि इनायत है अल्लाह की तरफ से. So dear students, you must have noticed that there is a great difference between paraphrasing and explanation. Never turn up paraphrasing into explanation, because paraphrasing is just to rewrite the stanza in easy wording or in easy sentences. That is it for today. We will continue our lesson with summary from the next lecture. So take care.